starting goaltenders, Hunter Miska for your Penticton Vees versus Angus Redmond of the Salmon Arm Silverbacks. And Redmond, the loser last night, stopping 32 of 34 shots he faced. One was an empty netter, so he was not dinged for that. He was admirable in defeat. The starting goaltender for next year for the Salmon Arm Silverbacks, already committed to Michigan Tech for 2 seasons' time now. And Hunter Miska committed to Minnesota Duluth in 3 years. Going in tonight for his 18th win of the year. Comes in, or 19th win. He's 18-5, 2-4 with a .914 save percentage and 2 shutouts. Dustin Minty, James Carter, the linesman, referees Mike Boisvert. Drop the puck and we're underway. And right off the faceoff, a big hit by Patrick Sexton at center. And Mike Boisvert is calling an interference call as he knocked down Mike Roberts right off the faceoff. And just 5 seconds into this hockey game, the Vees being called for an interference penalty. Patrick Sexton, who leads the team in penalty minutes with 64, picks up 65 and 66 there. Right off the faceoff, ran some interference after Mike Roberts tried to dump it in at the Vees bench. Opening faceoff was brought to you by Marketplace IG, 1160 Government Street in Penticton, serving the community of Penticton for over 50 years. And off the draw, shot off a stick of Landon Smith in front and up and out of play. That's a risker after it was let go by Brendan Kennedy at the point. Interference to Sexton at the 5-second mark. And the Vees take their first penalty of the night. Face-off stays right circle. They say went off a V stick last. I thought Landon Smith touched it, but right circle in the V zone. Glove side of Hunter Miska's goal here. Providence Funeral Home penalty number 1 on the night. Draw one back to Kennedy at the right point. Bobbled it against Alfred, but keeps it in, but now it bounces to Rigas. His clearing attempt hit Anderson of Salmon Arm and rolls back in the left corner. Landon Smith tied up there with Paul Stojkovic. Anderson gets a reverse pass from Alex Gillies in the right circle now. Gillies gets it back on the right goal line. Now he moves to the circle. Back to Anderson, who's now on the goal line. Pass in front, blocked by Stojkovic. A double whammy here, not only a penalty, but Patrick Sexton, one of the top penalty killers for the Vees. Now Smith in the left corner, back behind the net, reversing, goes back to the far side. Anderson picks it up on the wall to Kennedy at the point. His pass blocked, but gets it back, and Anderson, right circle, to the goal line. Alex Gillies now up top. Brendan Kennedy wants it, shoots it, skies it over the net on a one-timer, trying to pick the blocker side corner. Anderson has a rebound with 1 minute to go in this power play, moves into the right circle, shoots, pad save, rebound, blocked in front by Stojkovic after Fagerheim let it go. Vees can't clear. Fagerheim holds it in left point. Now he makes some moves, goes back in the left circle. Gillies shoots, scores. Short side picks the blocker corner, and not the great start for the Vees. Just 1:16 in. Salmon Arm catches them for a goal. It's the same story last night. 1-0 for the Backs on a power play goal. Nice puck movement, but the Vees just could not clear the puck out of their zone. A few times they were a bit sloppy trying to clear it. They had opportunities they could not clear, could not get that power play unit to get out to center, could not change their penalty kill unit. 1:16, Alex Gillies gets the goal for Salmon Arm. It's a power play marker. Not the way the Vees wanted to start tonight in front of a big crowd in their regular season finale at home. And Hunter Miska caught off his post there as well, a goal he'd like to have back. Gillies gets his 28th of the year. At 1:16 on the power play, as Gillies comes in with 57 points, now against goal number 28. Again at 1:16, and face-off just outside the Vees blue line now off an offside play. Roberts against Benoit, 1:33 gone this first period. And again, the Vees had a, we'll say, cautious start last night, and tonight, same old story here. Odd penalty against them early, and then they just could not clear the puck after some bad bounces and a couple failed outs, and then Gillies, a sharpshooter, makes them pay. Smith gets 1 assist on the Gillies goal. And Fagerheim got the other assist as Brad McClure at center ice, dumped it back in deep to left wing corner. Blake Box trying to clear, can't do so. McClure kept it in. Plays it back behind the net. Cooper ties up Box. Now trying to come forward is Benoit. Dropped it off behind the net. McCaskill bothering Noel Cooper on that reverse play, and it comes free to Blake Box behind his goal. 1-0 Salmon Arm, 2:13 in. Power play goal. Alex Gillies, his 28th of the year from Smith and Fagerheim on the power play. Miska gloves down his shoot in from center. Beauvais behind his net regroups for the Vees. Down early here. Shot 3-1 for Salmon Arm. Just Bit of off timing so far for the Vees to start this hockey game. Now McColgan's pass at center missed everybody, and that's an icing call. Time check brought to you by the UPS Store. 2.5 gone first period. 1-0 Salmon Arm. And the UPS Store at 437 Martin Street Plaza. Now click Aeroplan miles when you print, ship, and more at the UPS Store. Draw left circle in the V zone. When they get scored on first, they're 12-9, 1-1 on the year are the V's. Draw left circle here. DePork will be waved out. In to take is Brown Molosky for Salmon Arm. He wins it back. Farney left point controls. Wrist shot deflected over the goal. And almost fooled Miska. Went off the stick of Cody DePork there. Rebound right corner in the V's end. They haven't really got it going here tonight. Hilderman breaks it up though. DePork reversing. Benoit, I should say Beauvais can't clear that puck out. Farney at the point kept it in. Reverse back around the boards to the right wing. Jewel battled DePork there. So did Brown Molosky. Now it's batted out of midair by a high stick of McColgan. But Salmon Arm will touch it at their blue line. And we play on. The V's finally get a change. 3:04 gone. 1-0 Salmon Arm first period. Here from Penticton. Dump back in on the V's left wing. Hilderman clears it out to center. Amatia across now for DePork. End of his shift for him. Comes in. He shoots. That's blocked. And the rebound knifed away by Amatia and up and out of play. Off a Salmon Arm stick with 3:18 gone in this first period. V's down 1-0. Shots 3-0 for Salmon Arm early. Again, if you're just joining us, Alex Gillies on the power play at 1:16 from Brett Fagerheim and Landon Smith. After Patrick Sexton was called for interference by Mike Boisvert 5 seconds into the game. And the Vees had a tough start last night, and a similar story tonight, but the good news, they won last night. We'll see if they can continue that trend. Off the face-off at center, comes right back on Hunter Miska after it was slashed in on Landon Smith. And Smith picked up an assist on that goal by Gillies. And that means he's got 82 points now. 3 up now on Brad McClure and Miles Fitzgerald. Draw right circle in the B zone. Alford to take it here against Anderson. Wins it back. Alford, Ramsey, and Serratori were great last night for the V's. And now Serratori out to center to Alford on left wing. At the Salmon Arm blue line. Jumps in back on the end wall. Ramsey goes after it. Tied up there with Fagerheim. Anderson finds it, reverses it to the right point. Rigas waiting, holds it in, shoots it back around the boards to the far left wing corner. Serratori rocked to the ice there by Box, but Alford on his back end in the circle lets it go up and over the goal. As it too much underneath that one, puck in the right corner. Anderson just throws it out to center with 4 minutes gone. Sexton now for Travis Blomley back in his first game after missing 4 with a lower body injury. He chips it back in on left wing. Off the glass by Fagerheim, out to center on left wing. Rigas knocked it down. Pushed back in by Amatia on left wing for Blomley. Going wide on Box. Steered off the puck though by the Salmon Arm captain. Reversed around to the right wing. Again, Rigas pinching down to hold the play alive, but now it's lobbed out to center. Smith racing after it on left wing, and Miska just fights it off on his gloved shoulder, and it trickles just past the post. Almost 2-0 there. Now Rigas hit away. Pass knocked down by Blomley at the blue line, and sent back in behind the goal. Farney shoots it up to center ice again. Plesha through the middle. Mike Roberts trips walking over the blue line, but slashes it back in on the end wall. Rigas rattles there with Marsh as they collide. Back behind the V's net. Bryden Marsh has it now. In the right corner, watched by Brad McClure. Marsh back on the wall. Roberts tied up by Stoiklich. McClure can't clear. Puck comes free. Plesha off the leg and up and over the goal as Chris Rigas blocked that shot. 4-0 the shots for Salmon Arm, and Brett Harbinson said pregame they'll have one big swing, Salmon Arm, and already they've connected on that big swing. Call it maybe a right hook because the Vees are on their heels right now to start this hockey game. But lots of time left to regroup and get back on even terms. Bravo's in the right circle, put back behind the Vees goal by Roberts. Reversed to Colomb now in his left corner. Doesn't like what he sees, so he goes back to the right side. Stoiklich up the wall, Cooper out to center. Now Benoit, left wing, coming across the line, shooting, fought off by Redmond on the outside shot. Puck goes back behind the goal. McClure after it in the right corner, but it's grabbed by Farney first. He almost gave it away at the side of the net as McClure is all over his back. And now Benoit on the left wall intercepts back behind the net for McClure. In the left corner, making moves to the point. Stoiklich, right side, Colomb. Back across, Stoiklich, left point, shoots it into the chest of Redmond. No rebound with 5.5 gone. We'll take our first break. We're back right after this. Welcome back. Fraser Rogers with you. 14:26 to go. Time check brought to you by the UPS Store. 1-0 Salmon Arm. Shots 4-2 now for the Salmon Arm Silverbacks. Off the draw, though. Pirog stopped by Redmond from the left slot. On the offensive zone faceoff, it was fought off by the chest of Redmond. Puck behind the goal. DePork, McColgan, Pirog out here in a shift. Now back to the right point it goes. Hildeman walks the line to the corner. McColgan in front, bobbled by Redmond, then covered after Hildeman was pinching into the middle, trying to swap that bouncing puck in. Faceoff will stay inside the Salmon Arm zone to the right of their goal. Almost 6 minutes gone, first period. Faceoff, right circle. Alford, Saratori, Ramsey back out here for the Vees. Anderson taking the draw defensively for Salmon Arm. Just they have three centermen in the lineup tonight, so Anderson will take a lot of defensive zone draws. He wins that one back. Brendan Kennedy can't clear past the left point. Tip just wide. Saratori redirected a Patrick Sexton point shot just past the blocker post. And now Farney trying to clear Sexton on the left wall, knocks it down against Smith. But Smith wins it back across the zone on the left wing. The goal scorer, Gillies, is out to center. Darts in on the left side around Rigas. In the corner, puts it back on the wall. Ramsey intercepts, turns on his forehand, and flips it high in the air. And back to the Salmon Arm blue line. 13:37 to go, first period. Final regular season home game of the year for the Vees. They're down 1-0. Barney for Gillies at the blue line. Couldn't tip it in. Blocked by Delphi, but it's turned back over to center ice. Gillies back down the middle. Left wing side, Anderson. Rink-wide pass. Miska, great save off a tip by Smith. At the glove side post as he jets out the left wag, and now Amatia is the other way down the middle. In the right circle, backhander, short side, scores! A seeing eye shot by Cam Amatia. The Vees get a big save at one end, a goal at the other. And with 13:14 to go, they've tied this game. Welcome back to the lineup, Cam Amatia. He makes it 1-1. Amatia found that puck at his own blue line after it was a nice stop by Hunter Miska. After Landon Smith snuck down the back door. 6:46 the time of that goal for Cam Amatia. And it's a 1-1 tie. And a big goal there for the Vees. Amatia gets his 10th of the year. He's in double digits. And he snuck down the glove side from the bottom of the right circle. And he caught Redmond off the post. So both goalies caught short side on shots. First, it was Hunter Miska on the blocker side in the power play. Then Redmond on that backhand attempt was stopped, or should say, got it on the glove side.
His 10th of the season, scored by number 74, Cam Amatia.
So there's the announcement by John Brent. Cam Amatia gets the goal.
Number 18, Ben Delphi. And to number 81, Travis Blomley.
So that's pretty big. Travis Blomley gets an assist in his first game back as well. Ben Doltley gets the other assist, and it's 1-1 with 12:20 to go. Jumped in from center by Salmon Arm, Thomas Flesha, as he goes off for a change. Finding behind his net, Nick Pirog. Almost 8 minutes gone, 1-1. Shots now 5-5. The Vees have responded after that early goal against. Pirog on a reverse play on his right wing, gets it past Julian back in Salmon Arm territory. So we've pressed the reset button inside the first 8 minutes. Both teams scoring once, both scoring a goal on 5 shots, and we're tied at 1. But now back down the middle is Jewell, but offside as he got crossed up at the blue line with his teammate Jeff Kennedy. Jeff Kennedy, one of those 10 players graduating this year. Third and final season of junior hockey for him. Jeff Kennedy coming in tonight, 8 goals, 16 points. Good two-way forward, good penalty killer, good depth third liner. Can fight when he needs to. Agitator, plays his role very well. Need those sandpaper type guys. Going to Queen's University next year. He's a smart kid. One of the top academic schools in Canada. Great law school program at Queen's, I'm told. And now on a shoot-in from center ice by the Vees. A penalty here coming to Salmon Arm for, you guessed it, interference. This time it's Jeff's twin brother, Brendan Kennedy, going off. Salmon Arm was 1-for-1 in the power play, and now the Vees have an opportunity to go 1-for-1 on their first power play. As Brendan Kennedy got an interference call after the Vees dumped it in from center ice. 11:42 to go. Time check brought to you by the UPS store. And it's interference to Brendan Kennedy. And the Vees go to their first power play brought to you by Save-On Foods. Ron Envik is our power play contestant. Off the draw is blasted wide by Jared Hildeman at the midpoint. McClure to the side of the net. Benoit right goal line. Can't put it back on his forehand. Anderson to the blue line, not out. Hildeman walks in, shoots. Blocker save, actually knocked the stick out of Redmond's hands. Great stop by him. McColgan has the rebound, though. On the wall, McClure, mid-slot, Beauvais up top. Hilderman one-timer, stopped by Redmond again. This time he had no stick and makes an excellent save. Hilderman has it again to McClure, mid-slot, moving in. Rifled it just wide on the glove side. Almost had goal number 41 right there. He's on the right wall, back to Hilderman. Across left circle, McColgan waits, doesn't shoot. Good-looking power play early. Hilderman now to the right side, Beauvais on the half wall, watched by Gillies, puts it back in the corner for Benoit, just below the right goal line. Now he walks off the goal line in the circle, behind the net to Brad McClure. 1:08 to go in the power play, left circle, McColgan stopped at the post, rebound, and it's covered by Redmond. It was loose. McColgan let it go at the blocker's side. It was bobbled for a moment by Redmond. And then it was covered at the blocker's side post by Redmond after Brad McClure was whacking at it. Save-On-Foods power play number 1 for the Vees tonight. The Vees and Save-On-Foods have teamed up all year long for you to have a chance to score and win when the Vees are on the power play. Enter the draw, the customer service desk at the Save-On-Foods store at the Cherry Lane Shopping Center. Off the draw, left circle. Alfred left point controls to DePork. The second unit out here, left goal line, Pirog. They'll trade positions. Pirog back to DePork. Blocker side, walks in front, fan on it. Pirog gets the rebound after DePork was spilled by Box. Now Pirog left goal line, DePork in front. Going to a knee was Delphi, but he bobbled that backdoor pass. Puck kept in. Cooper midpoint to Alfred, takes the shot. 36 to go in the power play. To Pirog, left circle, tees it up, falls, and knifes it over the goal as he lost an edge as he was winding up. Delphi in the right corner finds a rebound behind the goal for DePork. Battled by Box, who wins that puck battle but can't clear Alfred. Midpoint, Cooper back in the left corner, shoots it across the zone. 20 to go in the power play. DePork back left point now. Alfred shooting, tipped on. Nice stop by Redmond as he saw that one. Puck on the right wall. Roberts clears it out to center, and that should do it for the Vees power play. As it's cleared down the ice, and the Vees will go 0 for 1 on the Save-On-Foods power play tonight, but they have tied it with Cam Amatia's goal back at 6:46. So unfortunately, Ron Envik is not a winner on our power play contest. 9:34 to go. Back in is Amatia on left wing. This shot blocked in the left circle. Him and Jewell come together in the corner. So does Saratori, who takes it away. He shoots, block, rebound, backhander Ramsey. Stopped by Redmond in tight. That came right off a salmon arm stick in the circle, and Ramsey, between the circles, had his backhander stopped by Redmond on the blocker's side. 9:11 to go, first period. Vees control of Dumpin. Sexton from his left corner out to center ice. Sliding there is Ramsey and Dexter Robinson, the AP. It's worked back to Farney across his zone for McCaskill, and he'll throw it down the ice to start a line change. 9 minutes and less to go in this first period. Sexton trying to carve out on his right wing. Can't do so, but nice it back in from McClure. He shoots, stop, rebound, backhander bobbled as he let it go from the right circle. It was blockered off by Redmond, and then the rebound jumped over his stick as he couldn't get a backhander to settle. As now Rigas from center shoots it right back in. 8:37 to go. Shots now 11-5 for the Vees. It's been 7-0 since that goal. Gillies go back in on left wing. Stopped with the right pad by Hunter Miska after he crept in up the blue line past the defender in Rigas. Puck in the right corner of the Vees end. Gillies trying to center. That's blocked. Cooper battling with Smith. Up the wall. Anderson to the point. Keeps it in. Kennedy, left side. McCaskill a shot. Nice save off a redirect by Misko with the right leg. Puck on the wall. McClure on his right wing. Knocked down from behind by Gillies. Tipped down the ice. Penalty here coming to Salmon Arms with 8:03 to go. So some frantic action at either end. The Vees going right back to the power play now. It's a 1-1 tie. Shots 11-6 on the Kirk Chamberlain and Associates shot clock. And the Vees go to their second straight power play as Gillies got his stick in the back of McClure in the offensive zone. That's going to drive coaches crazy. Save-On-Foods power play contest number 2. Amy Helsa is our next contestant. Draw just outside the Vees blue line because it was an icing call as the penalty was being called. And the face-off won by Delphi, who was robbed on a power play earlier in a backdoor play, and Jack Ramsey also missed before the power play in the slot. Vees working back in on right wing, but DePork lost an edge in the right corner. Huron finds it though on his backhand in the slot. Midpoint Alfred cranks it up. Stopped by Redmond looking for a tip, but Redmond got his pad out, and the puck is slammed down the ice by Mike Roberts. Miska leaves it behind his net for Riley Alfred. 7:35 to go, first period. 1-1 tie. Pretty entertaining one with 7.5 to go. DePort leads it through center on right wing for Pirog across the line to Alford, right circle, a cannon, nice stop in front for the defender. I believe in Farney. Now Cooper has it right point. Across, left circle to Pirog. Back to Alford midpoint. Defers to Cooper again. He'll move to the middle of the high slot. Moves down to the circle, back to Pirog, got crossed up. It falls to Cooper on the left wall. 1:03 to go in the power play. Right side Pirog on the circle for Alford, who's pinched down. He'll walk back up top. He's outside. Alford now left circle for Pirog to the goal line. DePort couldn't handle it as he was actually being mixed up with Redmond earlier in that sequence, and now it's cleared down the ice. Not a very good look there by the Vees. Too tentative there, just moving it around the outside. No one just taking the bull by the horns and shooting the puck. Great puck work, but someone's just got to step up and just hammer that puck to the net. Now Beauvais from his blue line, just center to McClure, in on right wing for McColgan. McClure back in front, couldn't handle it. Puck is loose as Anderson bobbled it, but it falls back on the left wall. 25 to go in the power play, and it has eyes to center as the Vees get crossed up again. Power play last night didn't look good early, and so far it's been hot and cold tonight. Same story, but the Vees work it back in with 13 to go. Beauvais on the left side. This for Hildeman, moves to the high slot. Backdoor pass, McColgan in front. McClure one-timer, stopped by Redmond. Rebound behind the net. McClure trying to bank it in the blocker side. Can't do so. Power play over. Vees 0 for 2, and now Hildeman skies it out of play. We'll take a 1-minute Windsor Plywood media timeout. 6:01 to go, 1-1 tie. Welcome back. Fraser Rogers with you. 6:01 to go. 1-1 the score. Time check brought to you by the UPS store in Penticton. Vees now 0 for 2 on their power play contest, as that second unit started strong again, but just couldn't materialize a good scoring opportunity late in the power play. Had a couple early. Alfred was rifling the puck, but nothing came to fruition, and they're a little tentative towards the end of the power play as the clock was running down as well. And off the face-off, the Vees are offside at the Salmon Arm line again. 5:56 to go. Need time check brought to you by the UPS store. Kurt Chamberlain's shot clock reads 14 for the Vees, just 6 for Salmon Arm. Early, Salmon Arm had a 4-0 advantage and then 4-2. And since then, the Vees have had 12 shots to Salmon Arm's 2. So they've cranked it up after that early goal by Alice Gillies. It seems to have woken them up, actually being scored on early here. Vargas in his own zone finds a dump in, throws it out to the boards at center by his bench, but curled back in by Box. On the right side, Sexton behind his net gathers it up. Hard around to the right side for Ramsey. At the point, Farney couldn't hold it in. It comes out to center, but tapped by Gillies now. In on the right wing. Gillies in the right circle for Smith. Back up top to the circle. Gillies shoots off the arm of Alfred and wide. Vargas on his right goal line. Left side for Serratori. Backhands it out to center on right wing for Ramsey. Through the middle to Alfred, but the puck jumped off his stick after McCaskill got in the way of that centering pass. And now the puck in the center circle. Brown Molosky for Salmon Arm off the bench. Dumps it back in left corner. He waits for his line mate to get off the bench. He throws it to the middle. Stopped by Miska. Flesha found a soft spot coming off the bench. Let it go from the left hash mark. And Miska, a great toe save. Now behind his goal, settling it down is Patrick Sexton with under 5 to go in this first. 1-1 tie. Sexton plays traffic cop here behind his net. Now McColgan curls out and takes it on the right wing, but drops it back off to Sexton. Back to McColgan, right wing at center. Dumps it back into the side of the net, covered by Angus Redmond. Your scratches for the Vees again, Travis Blomley in the lineup. So too is Cam Ematia, Josh Blanchard, and Max Coda coming out for the Vees tonight. And for Salmon Arm, Mitch Ferguson, Taylor Maruya, Max Becker, Jack Beresin, and Colton Tebow not dressed. Draw left circle in the Salmon Arm zone. DePort, McColgan, Pirog stay out here for the draw. DePort scrambled it there against Roberts. Comes back behind the Salmon Arm goal. Off the boards by Fagerheim to the left wing at center. McColgan finds, or should say, Cologne backhands it high in the air and back in the corner. No icing. Fagerheim behind his net curls out on right wing. McColgan and Pirog causing problems. He gets it out to center. Roberts on the right side for Marsh, but he misplayed it at the blue line, and now McColgan will throw backhand to his blue line, but intercepted by Marsh. Marsh in front. Jeff Kennedy. Great stop by Miska as he bails out his forward after that bad pass at his blue line. He comes across to his right and makes a great blocker save on Jeff Kennedy. Puck not out. Brendan Kennedy, right point, hammers it on. And Hunter Miska picks it up and out of play in the left wing corner. It was an ill-advised pass by Shane McColgan. This no-look backhand pass across his blue line. Intended for Paul Stojkovic, intercepted, and then Jeff Kennedy was given a backdoor feed, and Miska just robbed them going to his right. But again, the Vees, I talk about one of my three keys being puck management. Not very good right now near their blue line with the puck. Draw right circle. Anderson won it back to the point. Fox's shot blocked. 3:50 to go in this 1-1 time. The first for the Vees, not as sharp as they were early here tonight as they were in the second and third last night, but they tip it out to center. Ramsey to the Salmon Arm bench, trying to track it down, lost the handle, trying to come across the blue line. And Landon Smith through the middle at center, dancing in around territory, now around Sexton. Smith in, shoots it wide on the right wing. What moves by Landon Smith in the right circle, undressing both Serratori and Sexton. Sexton sprawled on his stomach, and Smith walked around him but shot it wide on the blocker's side. Now Box from the right wing off a stick and up and over the goal in the left corner. Stojkovic pins it there against Anderson in the left corner. Dug loose though by Landon Smith. Left goal line, chest save, rebound, just knocked it wide out of midair. On the blocker's side did Smith. Vees pinned in here. Goes back to left point. McCaskill, shot blocked by Ramsey. He gets it back, tipped on. Nice stop by Miska after Smith tipped it again. 3 scoring chances for Smith on this sequence. He has it right circle. To the point to Brendan Kennedy. To the net. It sails wide as Gillies lifted the stick of Sexton. Vees hemmed in, and now Reyes will flip it down the ice. And the Vees tired line of Serratori, Ramsey, and Alford get off for a change. And now on a change, McCaskill back in. Left wing shot stopped by Miska. Rebound, Brown-Malosky. Walks in the left circle. Around the goal. Brown-Malosky still with it. Going for a lap. To the right point to Farney. Back to Brown-Malosky. On the right half wall. Longley shoulders him. Goes back to Farney. Left side. McCaskill in front. It's loose at the side of the net. Miska's down. Gillies behind the net finds it. Or should say Jewell. On the right point to Farney. To McCaskill. Shot stopped by Miska. Rebound up in the air. It's on top of the goal. Jeff Kennedy throws it into the net after diving on top of it. Clearly no goal. Waved off by Mike Boisvert. Net came up at Mooring. We'll take our final break. It's a fire drill in the Vees zone right now. Not very good. We're back right after this.
Your local garage door expert, OK Door Service, want to get kids involved in the game. Every time the Vees score this season, OK Door Service will donate $5 to Penticton Minor Hockey. OK Door Service, opening the door for future Penticton Vees.
Penticton Vees, doing whatever it takes. Let's get back to the rink for more Dairy Queen Penticton Vees hockey on Easy Rock.
Welcome back. Faceoff came outside the line after Kennedy, Jeff that is, pawed that puck in the net. What a sequence though by Salmon Arm. Looked like a power play for 2 shifts in the Vees zone. 1:53 to go, still 1-1. Miska keeping his team in a tie game. Let's be frank here. Salmon Arm was buzzing there on that shift. As now Jewell on left wing tipped it back in, hauled down by Hilderman. And that's going to be a penalty against the Vees defenseman. Fans don't like it, but he put himself in a bad spot. Did Hilderman there in the blue line, got his stick in the legs of Jewell, and Salmon Arm will get their second power play of the night. So far, they are 1 for 1. Gillies scoring their only goal in the power play back at 1:16. 1:41 to go in the first. Draw one back, left point. Brendan Kennedy lets it go, blocked in front by Sexton. Another Providence Funeral Home penalty kill. We'll see if the Vees can kill this one off. Deflected shot goes back on the Vees left wall. Rye gets to the point. Trying to clear. Brendan Kennedy holds it in. As he's battling Serratori for it. Puck still onside in favor of Salmon Arm here at the Vees blue line. As Brendan Kennedy's got himself pinned up there with DePorte now. Now comes free to Alex Gillies. Walks down the left corner against Rigas. Rigas tried to take it away from him. 70 seconds left in the period. Smith now reversing right corner to Anderson. To the point to Box. Now the right half wall to Anderson. Back to Box midpoint. Backhanded to Brendan Kennedy. Left circle. Now skates to the side of the net. Backhand in front. Blocked. Rebound loose. Anderson has it off the crossbar. From the left circle. Rifled it off the crossbar on the glove side. 50 seconds left in the period. Tipped on. Missed an excellent save off Smith. And the rebound up and out of play off Smith's stick out of midair. Boy, oh boy. Landon Smith has come to play tonight in his final junior hockey game of his career. I got him down for 5 scoring chances in this period. 45 seconds left. Faceoff will come outside the line, so it went off the Salmon Arm stick. And the face-off left circle, or right circle out at center with 45 seconds left in this first period. Still a 1-1 tie. Time check brought to you by the UPS store at 437 Martin Street Plaza. And Vees push it back in the salmon arm, left wing. Saratori after it, shooting it, blocked by McCaskill. Goes in the right wing corner. Farney there to regroup. Back behind his net for McCaskill again. With 48 seconds still left in this Vees penalty. And now McCaskill right up center. Dumped back in around the boards by Mike Roberts on a reverse play to the left wing. 20 seconds left in the period. And it's pinned by Marsh in the Vees left corner, just below the goal line. He's battling there with Cologne. Now Roberts behind the net, centers, miss McCaskill, pinching down. And it rolls down the ice, back in the salmon arm zone, 8 seconds left in the period. Back behind his net is Farney. Stretch pass to Plesha at center, to the Vees blue line. Alford blocks a tip-in attempt, and that will do it for the first period of play. What a frantic period it was. All sorts of action at either end. Vees struggled early, came back in a big way midway through that period, and then Salmon Arm turned it on late in that period, and we'll still have 18 seconds of power play time to start this second. Fit to be tied, I suppose. Maybe the Vees a bit lucky, and thanks to Hunter Miska as well, as, you know what, Salmon Arm probably the better team for the majority of that period. And it's tied 1-1. The Vees had a good stretch in the middle, but the beginning and end were a bit touch and go, you would say. And it's 1-1 here after one. Hunter Miska, excellent. Angus Redmond, give him credit. He was very good as well. And these teams will stay fit to be tied after one period of play. Shots 15-12 for the Vees. 1-1 on the score clock. Your first intermission show coming up after this. Welcome back to the SOEC. Fraser Rogers with you. Second period face-off just underway, brought to you by Summerland IGA. Just 10 seconds left on this Jared Hilderman penalty that carried over from the first period. As Anderson starts it out to center for Brendan Kennedy in on right wing. Chips it past Patrick Sexton and back behind the net. As he does so, Jared Hilderman's out of the box. The Vees now 1 for 2 in the Providence Funeral Home penalty kill. Now Pirog intercepts a clearing attempt at the Salmon Arm line, but they say the puck did come out to center. So an offside call against the Vees just 27 seconds into this second period. Face-off coming just outside the Salmon Arm blue line. Left circle, DePort, Pirog, McColgan to take this face-off. Anderson, Smith, and Gillies will play a heck of a lot tonight, and why not? Last game of the year, might as well play them as much as you can. He shoot it back in from center. Pirog off the face-off. Redmond reverses near corner. Smith can't clear. Puck in front. Pirog just missed from the slot after McColgan spotted him from the left wing. And now Anderson back for Smith on his right wing. Now he'll lay it across to McCaskill at center. At the Salmon Arm bench on left wing, puts it back in deep. As they played 50 seconds of the second period. Vees going right to left in your radio dials in this second period. Salmon Arm left to right. Vees in the white jerseys, by the way. Salmon Arm in their blacks because of Salmon Arm auctioning off their jerseys last night to their fans in a jersey off their back promotion. Sexton behind his net trying to clear it out. Can't do so. Plesha, high slot. Blocked, though, by DePort. Rebound right circle. Grabbed by Smith. Now back behind the net for Roberts. Roberts pinned by Rigas. Reversing to the left side. Slashing at it is Pirog. Got it past a pinching McCaskill, but that's going to be an icing call against the Vees. So DePort, Pirog, and McColgan stuck out in their own zone for this all-important defensive zone face-off. Video coordinator Matt Miller dropping off the water. Thanks for that, by the way. Draw left circle in the Vees zone. Shots were 15-12 in the first for the Vees. No shots registered on either goal to start this second period, but the draw pushed ahead by DePort, and Pirog chips it out to center quickly on right wing. He's in the circle. Snap shot. Stop. Rebound. McColgan. Stopped by a belly-flopping Redmond. At the glove side is McColgan had to reach back and shoot it off his back foot from the outside of the right circle. And that quick race play down the ice by Pirog on the rebound. And then falling forward, Redmond stuck out his right leg going back across the green to make that stop. Pretty solid save there by Angus Redmond. Draw right circle in the Salmon Arm zone. That's a first and second shot of the period for the Vees. Goes back to Cologne. He screams that off the end boards just over the goal as he leaned into that for the mid slot. Now Jewell on his right wing trying to clear. Backhands it out to center. Cologne forces it right back in. Box, their captain, trying to clear. Benoit knocked it down. Second effort falls back to Stojkovic. Now McClure just outside the blue line. Walks down the middle. Left wing feed. Cooper shooting off the end of the glove of Redmond and just wide. Jewell starting out on his left wing, gains center ice, angled out of the play by McClure at the Vees bench. 2:06 gone, second period. It's a 1-1 tie, and now McClure finds it at center, back in on left wing. On his backhand, decides to put it around the boards for Benoit. The Vees start a change. Pinching down is Serratori off the bench, and he puts it back behind the Salmon Arm goal. Brendan Kennedy reversing in his right corner. Alford there to cut it off. He'll reverse behind the net for Serratori. Ramsey's in front. Pass intercepted, though, by Kennedy, but taken away by Alford. He's in the right circle. Gets to his forehand. Stopped by Redmond. Rebound. Serratori bobbled it. Redmond jumps on top of it. And now Serratori cross-checked in the back by Brendan Kennedy when he's laying prone on the ice. And the referee, I don't think, will call a penalty here. Fans didn't like that. Brendan Kennedy got his stick on Serratori. And how about that puck luck or lack thereof by Brendan Kennedy, or I should say Matt Serratori. Rebound was there at the club side and was jumping off his stick, and he could never get it. Never get to settle down. It's still 1-1 with 17:22 to go. Time check brought to you by the UPS store in Penticton. Opening faceoff again brought to you by IGA Summerland. In Summerland at the Summer Fair Plaza. Draw right circle. Inside the Salmon Arm zone, Anderson to take it. One back. While the Vees centerman goes to the left point, kept in by Sexton on a reverse play. Alford down low, couldn't find it on the left wall. Anderson gets it back, and his clearing attempt ricochets out to center. And now foot race. Marsh gets past Sexton in on right wing, steers it to the net. Kicked away by Hunter Miska. And now Serratori to his blue line to Alford. Right wing at center, Ramsey. They're 2-on-3. Drop pass Alford in the right circle. Spins it back in the corner for Ramsey. And now it's back behind the net. Carney intercepts a reverse play. He's pinned there by Alford. And Anderson finds it dangerously in front of his net. Almost cut off by Alford's stick. And it nice out to center. Marsh at the center circle. Knocks it down and plays it back in deep. 3 minutes, 22 seconds gone here, second period. It's a 1-1 tie. Back it on left wing from center. Amatias shot from the outside. Goes wide on the blocker side. Couldn't play it at center was Hildeman. Also would be too many men, so the puck rolls all the way down the ice. No icing against Salmon Arm. Hildeman from his left goal line. Trying to spring DePorca or Blonley at center. Cut off. Amatias back in on left wing. Stops on the outside of the circle. Back to the point. This to Beauvais, right side. Hildeman shooting, gloved by Redmond, but not held. Delphi finds it, right circle, curls to his forehand. Stopped by Redmond. Puck was loose, but the whistle goes. As grabbing it was Smith in the circle. Whistle goes at 3:56 gone in the second period. Time check brought to you by the UPS store at 437 Martin Street Plaza. Now click Aeroplan Miles when you drink, ship, and more at the UPS store. 16:04 to go. 1-1 tie. Bit of a fire drill in the V zone the first period. Starting to press now, Salmon Arm. 21-13 the shots. Vees can't get the puck to settle down here. Real lack of puck luck developing in this second period. Salmon Arm won that draw in the right circle. Roberts bettered Benoit there. Just cleared out, and Benoit goes offside on the play. Trevor Miller joins us in the broadcast booth as he's made his way back from Kelowna. An eventful hockey game so far here in the Vees regular season finale at home.
Eventful trip home as well. So many things going on.
Bad weather, I'm told, between Kelowna and here.
It is awful weather.
Apparently between West Kelowna and Summerland, it's coming down pretty good, the snow. And now at center ice, Thomas Plesha for Salmon Arm. Drops it in on left wing for Roberts. Return pass knocked away by Hildeman at his blue line, but missed Benoit at center. But now it develops a foot race for it on left wing, but Redmond comes out, steers it around to the right wing side. McClure almost had the goalie caught as he threw it to the net, but fanned on it. Plesha the other way in on left wing. Pass, right circle, Brendan Kennedy. His return feed in front block. Skips to the side of the net, off the end wall. Beauvais all steered around. The puck was in his skates. Plesha finds it across. Left side, Fagerheim pinching down. Left circle now. Roberts, drop pass. His shot up and over the goal and maybe off the top of the crossbar. Now it comes back to Brendan Kennedy, right point. Lets it go. Sails wide on the blocker side. Roberts on the left wall to the point again. Held in by Fagerheim. Back to Roberts. Left corner, Plesha. Pass in front, blocked. Falls back. Fagerheim left wall to the net. Kicked away by Miska. And now grabbed by Hildeman. He'll fork that out to center with 5:10 gone in this second to relieve the pressure. The Vees a couple times now in this game have been stuck in their own zone for an extended period of time. And Now the puck's off the stick into the Vees bench. 14:43 to go. We'll take a 15-second timeout. Still a 1-1 tie. Welcome back. 14.5 to go in this second period. A 1-1 tie. In on the right wing, Jeff Kennedy takes a shot from a sharp angle, blocked by Alex Colomb nicely. Ahead to Shane McColgan on his blue line for DePork. He's now through center on left wing. Drop pass. Left circle, McColgan. The trailer, Colomb. Swing and a miss. As he wanted the one-timer drop pass, he was the trailing player, and he flat out missed that slap shot attempt on a great setup by Shane McColgan. 14 minutes to go. Second period. And now puck is cleared up and out of play at the penalty box door off the Salmon Arm stick, or was it a V stick? And the face-off will come back to the Salmon Arm zone, so it's off Salmon Arm last. Time check, 6:01 gone this second. Vees have a 7-shot advantage, but still a 1-1 tie.
Colomb was swinging for the fences there. That was a big-time hammer, and if he had connected with that, probably would have been a 2-1 game, but swing and a miss for Alex Colomb.
It is spring training right now.
Yeah, maybe he's just getting himself in the form.
Draw left circle, put on the wall. McClure to the left point. Stojkovic off a stick. Rolls to the net. Tipped down. Waved off by they say high stick. Brad McClure tipped it in. Mike Boisvert emphatically waving it off. Great tip, though, as it alley-ooped its way to the net after it was shot from the point by Stojkovic. Waved off, though, by the referee as Brad McClure touched it with a high stick. And it looks like to be the right call, but great hand-eye nonetheless.
Yeah, McClure able to find this puck, and as you mentioned, in front of the goalie, knocks it down on a point shot from Paul Stojkovic.
Couldn't tell from that angle.
Can't tell from replay from where we are whether that puck was knocked in or not. Stojkovic took the shot from the point, and I think it hit off a silverback, went high in the air.
Hard to the net, yeah.
And McClure apparently touched with a high stick after it went in on Redmond.
I think he was above the shoulder.
Score.
So this is the weirdest play. So anywhere around the ice surface, it's got to be below the shoulder. But when it's
at the net, it's under the crossbar.
Under the crossbar. They got to change that rule in hockey. It's like that at NHL. It's a blanket rule, but it just doesn't make any sense. No goal. 13:38 to go. There was some pushing and shoving, by the way, at center ice between Jeff Kennedy, Evan Anderson, Chris Weigas, and Eric Benoit after that whistle. Nothing came of it. Vees back in on left wing. Alford in the left corner in a 1-1 tie, pinned by Farney. Anderson digs it loose. Gains his blue line. Left wing feed at center for Gillies. He walks in the Vees zone. Back in front. Anderson bobbled the return pass in the right circle, but got it back to Farney. Tipped in front by Smith. Excellent save by Miska. The sixth scoring chance for Landon Smith. The net came off its moorings, and the whistle goes. Landon Smith has been a handful here tonight.
Well, not just tonight, but that line has been the only line that's been causing trouble against the Vees. Going back to last night, the Vees were able to harness that line in somewhat. They got a goal from Evan Anderson last night, a goal by Alex Gillies tonight. So this line has been troublesome for the Vees to try and contain. They're going to need to contain that line if they want to win this hockey game, because you know, especially with Landon Smith last year here, same thing with Anderson and Gillies, Troy Mick's going to be pouring that line over the bench any chance he gets.
He's basically just played two lines since this game was tied up at 1. Vees back in on left wing. Blondley shooting wide with 7 minutes gone. Puck goes in the right corner. Anderson behind his net, battling there with Blondley. Also with Delpy, but it comes loose. Anderson curls out on his right wing. Stops in his left circle. Turn it over in front. Blondley. Left circle, Amatia is in front. Blondley, backdoor pass off the skate of Amatia, crashing the net.
What an awful giveaway by Evan Anderson.
Gillies back the way slowly in on left wing. Return feed in front, picked off by Amatia. He's had a very strong game tonight. Already has the goal. Blondley has the assist, and those two now dump it back in and go off for a change.
More depth scoring from the Vees with Amatia scoring, and last night we saw McClure with the empty net, but other than that, you get Jack Ramsey to participate with a goal as well. Now 2-1 the other way.
Now Roberts in on left wing. Great glove save by Hunter Miska. Then Jared Hildeman just barrels into his old goaltender and knocks the net off its moorings. And all game, the Vees have been helter-skelter in their own zone. That's been the biggest issue. 16th shot on goal for Salmon Arm, but another chance on an odd man situation. The Vees got caught there. Roberts on left wing on the 2-on-1. Kept it. Miska, the first star, even though he's only faced 16, he's been excellent. Whistle goes, but they say Hilderman was pushed into the goaltender, so the faceoff comes outside the line.
Pushing and shoving between Bryden Marsh and Shane McColgan off the face-off on the right wing.
Draw just outside the blue line, and now Marsh and McColgan, or McColgan and Brendan Kennedy are going to go. We'll see.
I thought it looked like Marsh and McColgan. I don't know why Kennedy's going to the penalty box to chirp the Shane McColgan, but that's just the way Brendan Kennedy plays.
Draw right circle just outside the blue line. Roberts now with Dexter Robinson, who gets his second shift of the game, the AP from the Thompson Blazer, the BC MML. So McColgan goes off, so does Bryden Marsh. Salmon Arm will take that trade off. And we play on 5-on-5 with 12:05 to go. Tip back in the V zone off the face-off at center. Stojkovic hit down awkwardly by Robinson on the right wing wall. No penalty. And tips the blue line just out. Kennedy couldn't save it. DePork finds it. Right wing for Pirog at center, and he banks it into the right corner. Delphi goes after the forward check. Brendan Kennedy can't clear it past Pirog. It deflects in the left corner, but a hand pass against the Vees. With 11:45 to go in the second. Time check brought to you by the UPS store. Still a 1-1 game. 21-16 on the Kirk Chamberlain shot clock in favor of the Vees.
He's trying to find a way to push through in this game. The game sounded a lot like last night, where the first period wasn't overly great for this team. When we saw that the Vees were playing so well after that in the second and third period, they had a really good pushback. But last night, the first period wasn't the greatest, and kind of seeing that again tonight with a good push by the Vees here in the second.
Draw just outside the Salmon Arm blue line on the hand pass call. Jewell won it back. Brown Malosky in his zone for Blake Fox. Pass at center on the Vees bench. Intercepted. Benoit's back in the middle. Screams it over the goal.
What a blocker shot that was.
He just let that go for the top of the circles and missed by a couple feet, but that thing had a heat vapor trail on it. And now a pass at center for Brown Malosky from Jewell. Knifed off his stick and up and out of play behind the Salmon Arm bench. We played 8.5 in this second, a 1-1 tie. Remember, playoffs just around the corner, Tuesday and Wednesday. Both 7 o'clock starts, either against Merritt or Vernon. Tickets $13 for adults, $11 for seniors, $9 for students, $6 for kids. Beer's just $2.50. Pop is just $2.50. Hot dogs are just $3. And Bell Mobility in Game 1 will be giving away 750 cowbells, and Virgin Mobile we'll be giving away another 750 Game 2. Be there, folks. Great deals and playoff hockey. And now Salmon Arm off the face-off. Tip it back to the Vees blue line with 9 minutes gone. Jewell takes it back in on right wing around Stojkovic. He's in the left corner, curls out in front of the circle. Jewell still with it. Shot blocked, though, by Benoit nicely, and it ricochets out to center ice.
Talk about playoffs being right around the corner. They literally are. You got 2 days off after tonight's game, and then you're right back in the thick of things.
McClure back in on left wing. Shot was blocked. Brown Malosky in his left wall. Chops it behind his net, but that's right to Benoit in front. McClure backhander for Cooper. And the jam play. Redmond, excellent saves on the goal line. Cooper on the blocker side, and then put it on his backhand, was stuffed on the glove side by Angus Redmond, who splits in. Puts both legs at the post and hangs on for a whistle of 10:41 to go.
Well, great shift there by this top line, and Vees chip it in deep and go to work. Benoit, Cooper, and McClure. McClure comes out of the corner on his backhand, tried to work it back to his forehand. Redmond made the nice save, and Cooper jamming away. Just can't buy a goal right now. It's been 10 games for Cooper without a goal, and stumped again.
Yeah, great work there. Just too close to lift that puck up. Just didn't have enough real estate to do so. Draw in the right circle, pushed ahead by Saratori. Him, Alfred, and Ramsey back out here with 10.5 to go in this second in this 1-1 game. Vees have 23 shots to Salmon Arm 16, and they cycle in the right corner. Saratori with Anderson draped all over him. Now he's pinned in the right corner by Anderson, glove side of Redmond's goal. Saratori works free, kicks it in the left corner off the back of the net. Brendan Kennedy takes it away up to Smith and tipped out to center by Gillies, and turning back for it is Rigas in his own zone. On the wall, he got stripped by Gillies. Look out, he's on his back and in front. Geeking stopped by Hunter Misko. A great left leg / glove save. Saratori did away at center. On right wing for Alfred. He's back inside the zone. Going around the goal on his back and comes out on the left wing side. Stops on the wall. Bumped by Brendan Kennedy. Lost the puck for a moment. Chipped by Amatia off the bench to the corner. On the left goal line, Amatia shields it down low. Waiting for reinforcements here. As Alfred goes off to the change. Blomley's on here. And now climbing on the boards is Delphi. Blomley left wall still holds it. Cycling with Amatia. Amatia bumped by Anderson. This top line for Salmon Arm been out here for a while. Blomley left wall spun off the puck. Amatia keeps it in. So does Delphi, who has it outside the left circle. He's on the wall. Midpoint. Rigas wants it. Gets it. Shoots it. Kick saved by Redmond last second with the left leg. Delphi's got the rebound. Right corner. Blomley. Excellent shift by the fourth line to Rigas. Shot block. And Delphi swung and missed in the midair on the rebound. Amatia and Blomley will change All 45 seconds in the offensive zone. Seminarm throws it out to the center, but Sexton knocks it down. He'll bring it back in quickly. On the left circle, shot blocked. And that's batted out to center ice by diving Brendan Kennedy, who's absolutely gassed, but he can't change. Sexton at his blue line. Leaves it off for Beauvais. He'll regroup and play back across for Sexton in his own zone.
So you can just see Brendan Kennedy head down. He is gassed right now.
Only 5 defensemen tonight for Seminarm. 8:44 to go. McClure pounds it in from center around the boards. DePort behind the net, back left corner from McClure, away from Brendan Kennedy. Now it's intercepted by Smith, who's still out there, by the way. And now Plesha on left wing at center. Back in, shoots it high and wide over the goal. Rolls back on the right boards in the V's end. Roberts, Plesha out here down low. Puck comes back on the right wall off a stick. Box pinching down low, going around the net. He's in deep, pass in front, blocked, but he gets it back after him and DePort collided. Now Dexter Robinson gets a reverse pass in the right corner. To the point of covering Plesha. Across his blue line, McCaskill couldn't hold it in. He's back at center ice regrouping. 12 minutes gone, second period. Dexter Robinson now back in on right wing from center. Angled off by Hilderman. Beauvais around the boards. No one there on the far side. The Vees just haven't been on their mark in their own zone all night, and now they're stuck in their end. As Plesha put it back behind the net. And Hilderman finds it, reverses it to Beauvais. In the middle of his own zone for Brad McClure. Tripped up at center by Jewell, but he'll carry on. Right wing feed for Pirog. Pass in front, blocked by McCaskill in the right wing. And now Seminarm will continue the track meet. Jewell's at center, darting blue line to blue line, in on right wing, wide, shooting blocker save. Rebound in the circle. DePort finds it. Cooper across at center. And it's chipped back in on right wing by Ben Delphi, who's off the bench on a fresh change. 7.5 to go in a 1-1 game. Not much structure right now in this hockey game, to be honest. As McCaskill will throw it out to center for Jewell. He's back in the V zone on left wing. Now Jewell's shot block, gets his rebound back. Flutters in front, Delphi to the middle, and taken away by Benoit. 2-on-2 with Cooper at center. Benoit on the blue line, dropped it off, but it stays out at center, and the V's got to regroup. Blown back at his blue line. Through the middle, tipped on net. Redmond decides to cover. We decide to take a break. 6:54 to go. Windsor plywood timeout. Back after this. 6:54 to go. Still a 1-1 tie. Time check brought to you by the UPS store. Frantic action in the first, and similar story in the second. We've had chances at both ends. It's been basically a track meet for this entire game. Not much structure defensively. The V's had some great cycle work late in this second period where they want to be, but Redmond has kept them at bay. And it's a 1-1 tie. Hilderman at center ice gets a clearing attempt. Spins away from Anderson in his blue line through the middle, finds Brad McClure at the center circle on left wing for Beauvais now, moving in. Centering shot blocked from Fagerheim. Puck back behind the net, grabbed by McClure. He's been everywhere. Puck comes in front. Benoit shoots. Oh, glove arm save. After a turnover by Fagerheim, threw it right out in front. Benoit shot off the shoulder of Redmond and up into the netting behind the goal for a whistle.
What a shot by Eric Benoit. We're starting to see that high caliber shot that he has come to fruition here in this game. We saw that one screamer that he had when he crossed over the blue line that he just fired high over the shoulders of Redmond, and that shot, where Redmond had to make a nice shoulder save and knock it out of play. So Eric Benoit's play elevating as the game goes on.
11 shots for the V's in this period off the draw. Ed Redmond finds at the side of his post after DePort trying to break it from the left goal line in on a jam play, so he covers immediately. 6:12 to go. Time check brought to you by the UPS store in Penticton. V's have 27 shots, so that's now 12 in this period. Seminarm has 19. That means they have 7 on the Kirk Chamberlain shot clock. Draw left circle again. DePort against Mike Roberts. Basically, it's been Roberts and Anderson taking every single draw in the Seminarm zone, and Anderson's out here in case Roberts gets waved out of the draw as a safety net, or safety valve, if you will. DePort's waved out, but Colgan will take it, and he runs it to the sidewall. Pirog there settles it on the left wing, puts it back behind the net. Brendan Kennedy trying to reverse it away from DePort. He does. McCaskill from his left corner to the blue line. Plesha for Roberts. They play give and go at center. Roberts down the middle. Right circle, just missed Marsh. Flying into the right circle. Puck goes behind the net, and Pirog takes it on his right wing. Under 6 to go. Home run pass at center. Just missed McColgan. DePort finds the rebound. Just side steps. Brendan Kennedy hit attempt. He had it lined up in the left circle. Marsh will take the puck back for Roberts. Side steps McColgan on his blue line. Through the middle at center. Lays it past the V's goal in the right corner. Hit there down low. I believe that was Eric Benoit, Brett Beauvais, excuse me. And now Brendan Kennedy's shot blocked on the right point. Puck on the right wall. Jewell cycles in the corner for Plesha. Moves into the circle. He'll go back left point. McCaskill shooting blocked in front. Is it? I think hit his own man Marsh. Pirog off the glass, not out. Kept in by McCaskill left point. He'll put it back behind the net with 5:13 to go. Stojkovic in a puck battle there with Plesha. Lost it. Puck comes out in front. Pirog pushed it ahead. And it's pushed out to center by Delpe. But Colgan waves at it. Turned it over the center circle. And Brown-Malowski taps it back to neutral ice. 5 minutes to go. Shot in from center by Jewell on a salmon arm change. Delpe on his right wall. Can't clear past Brown-Malowski. He's again bottled up in their own zone. And they turn it over again for a moment. But Delpe clears it back on the near wing. It's punched out to center by Travis Blondley. Hasn't that been a story all night? Just Vees not crisp inside their own zone with those passes or defensive coverage. Still only 19 shots against. As now regrouped by Fagerheim at his blue line. Across for Box on right wing. Gains the red line at center. Hammers it off a stick and up and out of play behind Miska for a whistle.
Obviously a lot going on in the second period. We had a string of what seemed like 5 or 6 minutes of non-stop play, and then you mentioned the Vees' inability to get the puck out of their own zone. We saw it a little bit last night. We're seeing it a lot tonight where the Vees just struggling to get the puck out from the defensemen, whether it be them down low trying to take it away from the forwards, or even the Vees forwards that are at the line that are trying to chip it out past the blue line. So the Vees are going to need to find that, and again, as you mentioned, crisp passes, tape to tape to try and work out a proper transition game.
Vees come up with that face-off win. Alford at center. Pass missed territory. No icing. It falls back at the side of the salmon arm goal. Farney comes out in front. Almost gave it away. Puts it up the wall. Smith at his blue line. Almost turned it over. Gets it back and now turns over to Ramsey at center. Backing on right wing. Soft chip into the right corner for Territory. Gets hit hard there by Box. Stays with it on the right wall to the point. Rye gets pressured by Gillies to the net. Off a stick and up and over the net. Into the left corner it goes. 3:45 to go second period. Still a 1-1 tie. Cleared out to center by Smith. Chopped right back in by Sexton. Barney behind his net. Drops it off for Box. On his right wing going to West Point next year. Army. Going to be a cadet and become an officer in the U.S. military. As now Vees find it in the seminar bench at center. Benoit head on right wing for McClure to the net. It's Cooper, but McClure fanned on the pass on the right corner. Gets it back. Drops it off in the corner for Cooper. On the right goal line. He's watched closely by Farney. Pass in the middle. Grabbed by Anderson. He'll try to counterattack with Smith. Smith now gets it back on right wing. He shoots. Glove save by Miska for another whistle.
I don't know what Dean Cooper was trying with that pass from the right wing as he threw that dangerously through the middle of the ice. And you don't do that against any line, but especially that line. Evan Anderson and Landon Smith turned that quickly into transition the other way. Possible 2-on-1 on Paul Stojkovic going back, trying to make it an even man rush, and Anderson left it off for Smith across the blue line, and a nice glove save by Hunter Miska. Anderson's kind of obliged to pass to Smith there, isn't he, with 43 goals?
Yeah, trying to win that race.
I don't think that you're not going to let Smith shoot that puck.
Gap is 3 points right now. Smith has an assist up on Brad McClure. Not sure what's going on the out-of-town scoreboard.
Well, Victoria hasn't scored yet, so that's the answer there.
There you go. 3 minutes to go in this second, a 1-1 tie. DePort from center, chips it in on right wing. Pirog charging after him. The wall was tipped away from him for a moment, but DePort goes back to Cologne. Left point, and now McColgan's taking a goaltender interference penalty in front to kill that shot attempt.
I'm not entirely sure how that even happened.
Yeah, we just saw in the corner of our eye, he ran into the goaltender at the top of the crease.
I know it's great analysis, but I really don't even know what happened. I mean, McColgan was going to the front of that. I'm not sure if he was pushed in or not, but he takes a goalie interference penalty. And for the second straight night, it's Shane McColgan an offensive zone penalty.
Second of the night.
And now your team's back at the other end with a face-off on the defensive end now, penalty kill.
Took a cross-checking call earlier. That was a coincidental minor. Now a power play with 2:48 to go. Big chance here for Salmon Arm. 1 for 2. This is their third. Another Providence Funeral Home penalty kill for the Vees. PK came in first at 87.16%, but that will take a hit because of that one power play goal, and Salmon Arm operating at 50% tonight, and their power play is 15th in the league at 16.52%. Well, you wouldn't know it here tonight. Off the draw, they shoot, rebound in front. Smith had an open net, and he missed the puck after Anderson squeezed it through Miska, and the Vees can count their lucky stars there as it's cleared down the ice.
Yeah, I don't know how Landon Smith missed that puck. Hunter Miska down and out. His back was actually to the play, and Smith couldn't wheel the puck in.
Back in is Salmon Arm on this power play, but Gillies held up on the wall nicely by Sexton and cleared by Serratori down the ice. So Anderson let it go from the right circle, was laying in the crease, and Smith swung at it 3 times and struck out and somehow did not score. Anderson at his blue line now leads it through center. Back in across the right wing. Serratori gives him a bit of a hack. Comes back to the point. Kept in by Farney for a moment, but nice play by Serratori to get to center, and Alford on left wing just nudges it back in Salmon Arm territory. 1 minute to go, and that's McColgan. Goalie interference penalty. Tipped back in on Miska. He'll wisely cover. With 1:45 to go in the period. Time check brought to you by the UPS store at 437 Martin Street Plaza. I'd like to say hello to my family back in Nanaimo. My lovely sister Whitney celebrating a birthday tonight with her daughter, my niece Evangeline, celebrating her 2nd birthday. My sister's birthday's on March 3rd. And Evangeline's actually, it was February 29th, 2 years ago on a leap year, so they're celebrating it tonight back at home. Like to say hello, I know they're listening. Draw, back in the right circle. One back, though, by Salmon Arm to the point. Fox, left side. Let it go by Brendan Kennedy, missed just wide. And now Roberts on the right wall, back to box the point again. Bobbled the puck, played for to the blue line, waved at by Kennedy, and just muscled out to center. Now a penalty coming here, and a slashing call going to Salmon Arm. Is it Plusha or is it Brendan Kennedy? Maybe it's Brendan Kennedy for, and now a
rather
misconduct.
emphatic slashing penalty and misconduct.
And then a misconduct going to, I think, Kennedy for having too many words. Is it 2 and 10 or 2 to game?
I think it'll just be 2 and 10.
2 and 10. As he was just talking too much, says Mike Boisvert, the referee. So that does it for the penalty.
Well, it seems like he's been tired all game, so now he can get a 10-minute rest.
Yeah. So it'll be 37 seconds of 4-on-4. He's actually been playing very well.
Yeah.
Brendan Kennedy tonight, too.
I thought last night also he was really good in his
over
own
a few
zone.
times, but that's fatigue, too.
I mean, you're playing 5D, and he seems like he's playing some of the most minutes on the ball. I'm sure everybody is because they have 5D, but yeah, I think Brendan Kennedy was really good last night. I thought he's been good tonight, and takes penalty here. Now, I'm not sure if these are going to get a 4. They are going to get a 4-on-3 power play as Plusha was also.
That's what it was. He was yapping at the official as he was going back to the bench. So the Vees will actually.
There's a lot of open ice out there.
Get a 4-on-3 power play for 37 seconds. And then it will become a 5-on-4. So it'll be a bit of a fire drill at the penalty box. Vees win the face-off. Save on Foods power play number 3 right now. Off the draw, they control right circle. Benoit, midpoint to Hilderman. On the wall to Beauvais, left side to the goal line. McClure, 68 seconds left in the period. It's a 1-1 tie, folks. McClure midpoint to Hilderman, a 4-on-3 power play here. McClure, wine, shoot! Off the end wall, wide, rebound in front, batted wide off the end wall, carried by Beauvais. Redmond doesn't have a stick. Vees keep it in the point. McClure, left circle, up top for Beauvais. Beauvais walks in, shoots, missed it high again. He's got to hit the net. A clean look, and he missed twice high. Have the Vees now say 5-on-3 for the next minute and 17 seconds or less. A power play goal. McColgan in front. Off the body and wide after a pass from Benoit on the right wall. Beauvais's got the rebound left circle. 32 to go the period. Shot blocked in front again. No goal. Stick here for Anderson. Backdoor pass. Off the side of the net by Benoit on the glove side. Redmond down. Chipped in front. Blocked by Jewell. Benoit left goal line to Beauvais. Mid-slot Hilderman holds it. Back on the wall with 16 seconds left for Beauvais. Left goal line McColgan. McColgan in front. Beauvais shot blocked again. Anderson, great work there. Or I should say Fagerheim to the blue line with 5 seconds left. Beauvais shoots it wide. Rebound! Scores! At the buzzer! Benoit on the carom. Glove side. 2-1.
Well, I think you've got to give the most credit to Jared Hilderman here, as Hilderman was able to keep the puck in barely at the blue line and exchanged with Brett Beauvais, and Beauvais took the shot. As you see, Hilderman just able to hold it onside, gave it off to Beauvais. His shot ends up going off of the pad of Redmond right to Benoit, who hammers it home. And the Vees have a 2-1 lead with a goal at 1.6 seconds left.
And still on the power play. 19:59. Eric Benoit is 8th of the year, and the faceoff doesn't have center ice. The Vees will actually have 36 seconds of power play time because it was coincidental penalties or simultaneous penalties by Brendan Kennedy and Plesha. So now Plesha is serving the remainder of the penalty. So it's 36 seconds of power play time to start the third. I don't know how to describe the end of that second period. It's Benoit from Beauvais and McColgan at 19:59. Vees lead it 2-1 with that buzzer beater at the end of that period. We'll come back right after this. Your full intermission show goes to the Dairy Queen. Penticton Vees hockey. After 2 periods of play, Vees 2, Salmon Arm 1. Welcome back. Fraser Rogers with Trevor Miller. Getting set for the third. Vees lead it 2-1. They have a 36-second power play carrying over from the second period as Thomas Plesha still in the box. The Save on Foods power play. Vees so far 1 for 3. Going right to left in the radio dial. Salmon Arm, or left to right of the Vees, Salmon Arm right to left, but it's cleared down the ice off the face-off by Brendan Kennedy. 23 seconds left in this power play. Now on right wing coming back in is Shane McColgan on the half wall. Drop pass, Beauvais across. Hilderman wants it, shoots it to the net. Stopped, rebound behind the goal. McClure has it. In front goal line, McColgan jamming at the blocker's side. Covered by Redmond with 9 to go in the Plesha penalty. 27 seconds gone this third period. The opening face-off was brought to you by Marketplace IGA, locally owned and operated in Penticton for over 50 years and just voted 2014 Business of the Year by the 27th Annual Penticton Business Excellence Awards. Benoit wins the draw, left point to Hilderman. Walks to the middle, his shot blocked. Rolls in the left corner. Power play now winding down and over. So the Vees officially 1 for 4. As Plesha's out, they can't capitalize on this second part of that double whammy to Salmon Arm, but McColgan fires it from the left wall to the right point. And it's Beauvais putting it back in the corner. And now it's reversed and tipped out to center ice on left wing. And dumping it back in is Gillies. Took a shot from McColgan, but McColgan got the worst of that. Reversed by Hildeman. It comes right out in front, though, but McColgan taps that out of harm's way. And on the left wing, lobs it down the ice back to the Salmon Arm end. And now Anderson at his blue line. For Farney, inadvertent pass for McCaskill was actually going off for line change. Territorial pounced on that and put it back behind the net. 18:41 to go. Early stage of the third. As now it's worked free from the left corner. Alford in the circle, spins back to his forehand and back on his backhand. Missed Ramsey on the wall. Anderson will reverse around to the near side. Rigas pinching, holds it down low. It's in bodies behind the net as blocking it was Alford. Comes on in front. Nice defensive play though by Roberts to dive and or Kennedy to dive and poke it away from Saratori. Alford from center moves it back in on right wing. On the half wall, backdoor pass off the bench. Can't shoot. Now he does his Amatia. Stopped by Redmond. Rebound Amatia behind the net. Has it to Alford in the left corner. Alford hanging on to it. Amatia behind the net. Great work by Amatia here tonight. Now pinned by Roberts. Alford comes in to keep this down low. Now Blomley has on the wall as Alford went to the bench, I should say. Blomley spins it back behind the net for Amatia into the right corner. At the point to Rigas, to the right circle to Delpy. Turns to his forehand. Makes a move to get around. Farney throws it in front. Knocked away by the goaltender. And Redmond with his stick. Delpy gets it back on the outside of the right circle. Back right point to Rigas. Rigas back to Delpy. Top of the circle. Moves in. Shot blocked though by Farney in front. Rebound still on the wall. And just cleared to center by Farney. Salmon Arm's trying to change. Rigas wants to put it back in, but it's intercepted. Plesha at center through the middle. Across the Vees blue line, cuts to the right, trying to go wide on Sexton, angled off, but puck goes in the corner with them. And now Sexton bodied by Jewell. Jewell on the right wall for McCaskill, or should say Marsh. Now it's Plesha putting it back on the wall, out of the reach of Marsh, and backhanded high in the air to center by McColgan. Salmon Arm will regroup on their side of center. Jewell will come back in on left wing. Going wide on the outside of the circle. At the goal line, tries the center, knocked away by Rigas nicely. He'll put Jewell into the right wing wall, far side. Now Marsh on the half wall takes over for Salmon Arm. Cycling with Jeff Kennedy. Behind the net for Jewell, just out of his reach, but he almost picks it off against Rigas. Now he does. Jewell keeps his feet moving here against Marsh behind the net. And now it's intercepted by Sexton for McColgan in his corner. Now he cuts to the middle of his own zone. And now at his blue line, races out to center on the left wing across the Salmon Arm. blue stripe, back in front. Pirog tipped it on. Nice right pad saved by Redmond on that nice play by Shane McColgan, setting up Pirog. Anderson the other way, dumps it back in from center. Around the boards it goes. Kennedy on the left wing stops it against Cologne. They battle for it. Anderson digs it loose just below the goal line. Takes it back around the goal. DePork at his back. Centers in front. Smith on his back end. Can't shoot. Hucks in a scrum in front. Still loose. Anderson falls. Cologne finds it in the circle on the right side and banks it out to center. McCaskill dogged in his own zone by Saratori's forecheck. Gets out to center. Poked off his stick momentarily. Anderson finds it at the Vees bench and puts it back in.
Crazy sequence of events there with Vees getting a possible opportunity to go up 3-1 on a nice net drive by Shane McColgan, and he passed it in front for Pirog, who was driving the net nicely, and just tipped it wide with a nice save by Redmond as well.
4.5 gone, third period. The Vees still lead at 2-1. And now it's taken away by Cooper against Anderson. Sends it down the ice. No icing. Vees are changing. Gillies gets a stretch pass on left wing. Moves back in. At the sidewall, pass was blocked in front nicely by Saratori there. And Beauvais has the puck on his glass, left side off the window and out to center neatly. Mike Roberts to the center circle. To Landon Smith off his skate, taps it back in, he's the end of a shift. And now Beauvais tucks back behind his net to regroup with 5 minutes gone this third. 2-1 lead for the Vees here. The go-ahead goal by Eric Benoit, who has the puck on his left wing now. Shoots it out to center. It skips to Saratori, but he's pinned at his bench by Brendan Kennedy and falls back in the Seminarm zone. Fagerheim across to Roberts at the blue line. Now back across the grain to Brendan Kennedy. He'll go left wing at center. This is Roberts again at the blue line to the net. Steered away easily by Miska's stick. Goes in the right corner. Beauvais there to push it ahead to Alford. 2-on-3, but he'll move in anyways down the middle. Alford stops for the cut back to his forehand, lost the handle. And Plesha in his high slot slides it out to center and back to the Vees side of neutral ice. Sexton at his blue line, chopped it. It comes back to Blomley. He'll play behind his net for Patrick Sexton as they approach 6 minutes gone this third. Vees fans getting a Go Vees Go chant starting here.
Big crowd tonight as well.
Yeah, well over 2,000 here in the final home game of the regular season. Sexton now finally finds Delphi on his left wing on the breakout play. And tipped from center ice by Blomley between his legs and back behind the Seminarm goal. Grab here by Box. Haven't seen him much in this third, just his first shift in fact. And now on left wing, Brown Malosky lays it in front of the Vees goal. Sexton there to go off the glass, take it away, and shoot it right back to center. Barney had trouble with it at his blue line, so he'll turn back for behind his net. Hopefully those fans you mentioned stay for the award ceremony right after the game. And now Barney leads a rush to center, cuts to his right. He's between the benches, clearing attempt. Hits McColgan, second effort, got it in, but Cologne taps it back to McColgan. He'll start back at center. 3-on-3 here. Pirog to his left. McColgan back in the left circle of Pirog. Down low, trying to go back to his back end, but poked away by Anderson. He's quietly had a pretty decent game. He has Evan Anderson at both ends playing really well in his own end. Had that one bad turnover in the second, but besides that, pretty airtight by him. Anderson, meanwhile, back on right wing, angled off the puck. And the Vees reverse it. Cooper to the left point. Barney just holds it in. Goes back behind the net. Cologne can't get it past Anderson. Centered. Smith had his stick lifted by Stojkovic on a nice play. And Cooper will take it back at center. By himself, slides it in deep to start a change for the Vees.
On a point update, Miles Fitzgerald is now 1 point behind Landon Smith as he's picked up an assist tonight. So Miles Fitzgerald at 81 points, Landon Smith at 82.
He's playing this period a lot more tighter as well. Dumped in from center by Salmon Army. Played 7.5, 2-1 for the Vees. Hildeman on a reverse play to the left point, just out, and McClure lobs it back to Salmon Arm line. Foot race for it, but Brendan Kennedy will turn back against Benoit, who rides him hard on the end wall, but Salmon Arm reverses it. And the out to center on left wing is Gillies, the goal scorer. Back in across the blue line. Trying to go wide on Hilderman, goes around the net. Gillies has his 28th tonight already. Left it for Smith behind the goal. Can't tell it in front. Angled off nicely by Saratori. Out to the blue line to McClure at center. He'll just lay that back in deep. McCaskill going after it. 8 minutes now gone. Not much whistles here as he's bothered by Saratori. Saratori trying to lift his stick. Now he has the puck in skates of McCaskill and is now off the body of Alfred at center. But great work by Saratori.
Yeah, phenomenal work by Saratori. Just the will to get the puck much higher than McCaskill's. There is Saratori winning the battle of the two number 12.
And now Ramsey from center back on right wing. Shot, big rebound as Redmond let it go, but no one there could catch up to it. And Salmon Arms the other way on left wing. Marsh across the line, shoots it up and over the goal off a stick. We got to take a 15-second timeout. We're back right after this. Welcome back. Fraser Rogers with Trevor Miller. 11:32 to go. Vees lead it 2-1. They scored in the first. Amatia, 6:46, his 10th of the year. And then the go-ahead goal right now, Eric Benoit, his 8th on the power play, 19:58 of the second.
Equipment manager Brendan Kerr and assistant trainer dealing with a skate issue right now for Hunter Miska, so that's why we see a delay before the face-off here. These are going to send out the fourth line that's played very well tonight. Ben Dalbe came in, Mattia Travis Blonley, Patrick Sexton, Chris Rigas on the lead pair. And I think this may be one of the best lines for the Vees tonight. These, like, when you get Blonley and Mattia back in the lineup, such good friends off the ice, they're showing their chemistry on the ice.
Off the draw now as we're back underway. Sexton behind his net, reverses it back on this near right wing, and Rigas will shoot it down the ice, and that's icing against the Vees. 11:23 to go in this third. Time check brought to you by our friends at the UPS store. Collect Aeroplan miles when you shop at the UPS store at 437 Martin Street Plaza. I know Jim and Brenda from the UPS store sitting and watching at center ice and taking in a pretty entertaining hockey game. 33-21 the shots for the Vees on the Kirk Chamberlain and associate shot clock, and they have 2 to Seminarms 1. Off the draw, though, comes back to Box at the right point. Around the boards, he puts it. Rigas gets clipped behind the net by Anderson. But he gets it right back in the left corner. Off the skate of Amatia, who will backhand it out to center. Picked up by Blonley at the penalty box doors, but he scoops that up and out of play for another quick whistle. 11:06 to go, and remind you, playoffs starting Tuesday and Wednesday, game 1 and 2 of the Interior Division semifinal. Vees either playing Merritt or Vernon. Beer is just $2.50, pop $2.50, hot dogs just $3. Tickets are frozen in the first round from regular season pricing, $13 for adults, $11 for seniors, $9 for students, just $6 for kids. In game 1, Bell Mobility will be handing out 750 cowbell noisemakers, and Virgin Mobile will hand out another 750 in game 2. 10:56 to go off the face-off at center. Territory lays it back in on left wing. He still have a 2-1 lead. Fagerheim behind his net, drops it off for Anderson. He blew a tire behind his net, left the puck behind him.
I think Anderson actually just stepped on the puck there.
There you go, but it's thrown out to center by Box, and down the ice, they're going to call icing against Salmon Arm. Awkward play as Anderson, you mentioned, stepped in the pocket. Box forced to ice it after some pressure.
You're talking about those cowbells. Are we going to get one?
I don't know. 750.
I think we should.
1,500 cowbells being handed out in 2 games.
I think that'd be a nice touch for a broadcast, especially in the playoffs.
It would be.
Be a little noisy, but
they can make their own sound effects.
Exactly.
There you go. 10:40 to go. 2-1 for the Vees. Seminar won the face-off in their left circle, and an icing call. It's reversed around by McCaskill and flung out to center by Gillies. Hildeman, his blue line, plays it right back to the Salmon Arm side of center, and Fagerheim drops it off in his own zone for Box. Back to Fagerheim on his left wing. Pass, an errant one to center, knocked down by Pirog at the Salmon Arm bench, and he throws it back in the left corner. McColgan bumps bodies there with Box, who wants to change, so he's tired here. McColgan can't get back left point. Beauvais settles it down, holds, pass in front. Pirog in the slot, shot blocked. As it looked like Fagerheim got a piece of that. No, Beauvais spins in front, stopped by Redmond, rebound, but DePort off the post, or was that off Farney in front?
I think it might have hit Farney, unless it hit both. I'm not sure.
Maybe it hit Box, I should say, as DePort spun it to the blocker side post. Either it was post or it was Box. And now the puck on the left wall at Smith, out to center for Roberts. Down the middle by himself, the Salmon Arm's changing. He cuts in on the left wing with 9:40 to go. Kick save by Miska on the shot from the outside. As Pirog had a great chance, and so did Beauvais and Cody DePort a moment ago. 9:30 to go. Vees have a 2-1 lead. And now an offside call at the Salmon Arm blue line against Penticton. We'll take a 1-minute winter timeout. We're back right after this. Welcome back. 9:25 to go. Time check brought to you by the UPS store. Vees have a 2-1 lead with a 34-22 shot advantage. Face off on the offside just outside the Salmon Arm line. Scramble by Benoit against Roberts. He'll throw it back to Farney in his own zone through the middle. Roberts at center tips it back in. No icing here as Miska leads it off behind his net for Stojkovic. Over-skated, but there's McClure to reverse it back around the far left side. Cooper at center finds Benoit on right wing. Benoit across the blue line at the top of the circle, stops, but Span on his centering pass and taken away by Plesha at center with 9 minutes to go. Back in on right wing, shoots, blocker save, rebound. Miska kicks it out late in the crease. And McClure flings it out to center and down the ice. Icing waved off as Redmond will play it, and the Vees will change 0-5. Barney back to the way at center ice. On left wing, side tips the Rigas hit, puts it back behind the net. Sexton reversing it to the right side. Brown-Molosky cuts it off. But now it's grabbed by Sexton away from him and puts it out to center. Ramsey couldn't handle it cleanly. Him and McCaskill wrestle each other at the Vees blue line to the ice, and now Rigas lifts it back into the Salmon Arm zone. 8:25 to go. Look out, Alford almost picked off McCaskill at the blue line on a forecheck, but McCaskill at center shoots it back in the right corner. He's nursing a one-goal lead here late in this hockey game. Reversed to left point by Rigas, not out. Fagerheim puts it around the boards into the right wing side, cut off by Serratori. He can't clear though. And now it's back behind the net again. Sexton finds it, wraps it again, right point. Grabbed by Brendan Kennedy, this time blocked by Serratori. He'll just get it out as the Vees want to change. Jewell across the center for Fagerheim. Jeff Kennedy has to take up, and that creates an offside as Fagerheim shot it in too soon with 7:51 to go.
This game's still very reachable here for Salmon Arm, but not with what they've been doing in this period. They've had a couple of opportunities in the recent one, but outside of that, there hasn't really been a whole lot of penetration for the Silverbacks to get into the middle of the ice. And it's been tough for Salmon Arm to really generate any offense today. Obviously, only one goal, and you've got to give the Vees credit as well for only allowing this high octane offense. 2 goals in the last 3 periods.
And in front, Delpe just robbed on the dump it. And Mattias sets him up on a retrieval on the end wall. Redmond, a great chest save with 7:31 to go. It's still a 2-1 game.
Yeah, phenomenal save there by Redmond as Dalpe was set up in front, and Ben Dalpe has really elevated his game in the last 2 games as well.
Salmon Arm backing on left wing. Fagerheim dropped it off the blue line. Point shot blocked as knocking it down in front with Beauvais is letting it go with Gillies at the point.
Could be another game saver by Redmond there.
And now dancing on the goal line is Box right wing, but he's stopped by Blondet. Anderson on the right wall. Back to Box on the right side of the circle. Shot blocked by Delpe there. And it's kept in by Anderson. Shoots it behind the net. Gillies hit on the end boards by Hilderman in the right corner. Glove side of Miska's goal at the top line for Salmon Arm, trying to get something going here, but McColgan intercepts. Throws it out to center. Pirog back in on left wing. One-on-one. He shoots. That's a pad save by Redmond after he went head-to-head with Fagerheim down the left side. The puck rolls back to center. And back on right wings, Landon Smith stops, hits the trailer, Plesha in the slot, stand on his shot, and Miska kicks that back in the corner. Under 7 to go and a 2-1 lead for the Vees third period. DePork reversing. Off his left wall, Stojkovic to the line in the slot, picked off by Marsh. He's off the bench, back intercept, rebound, shot just wide. Now Marsh behind the goal, tangled up with Cologne. And now he takes down the other defender. That was DePork covering. Puck was back on the left wall. And it's slashed up and off the netting off a V stick, they say, for a whistle. So stay inside the blue line with 6:13 to go.
Salmon Arm now trying to give a little bit of pressure here to the Vees. And you see that top line again, Smith, Anderson, and Gillies trying to get some sort of offense going, throwing some shots on goal. But ever since Hunter Miska allowed that first goal, he's been very solid.
Off the draw on the left circle, Salmon Arm keeps it in. Marsh puts it back in the corner. Roberts paddles Sexton and goes around the boards behind the net. Now it's on the right goal line. Roberts back behind the net again. Plesha hit though by Sexton. Puck down low here. Now it's reversed. Benoit on his left wing, out to center, hits McClure in stride. Back across the right wing and dumps it back in around Farney, goes after it behind the net, kicks it back to his stick. In the left corner, plays it back behind the net, starts to change with 5:44 to go. These leading 2-1 here, late third period. Now at center, back in is Farney on left wing, shoots, pad saved by Miska at the blocker post. Reversed by the Vees Alford to the far side. Serratori in his right wing could not clear. Brown-Molosky across the zone to Farney. Shot blocked from the left wall by Ramsey, and he'll go over the head of Farney down the ice. Now foot race. Alford going against McCaskill. Chips it past the defender behind the net. Alford on the left goal line. Now holds it down low. He's pinned for the moment by McCaskill. Gets away from that. Puts it back in the corner now for Serratori to the right point to Hilderman. He'll throw it behind the net. Off his stick it goes. Alford settles it down on the half wall now on the right side of the Salmon Arm end as he's trying to eat up clock here with 5 minutes to go and a 2-1 lead. That's a good idea. And puck battle continues as in there is Ramsey as well. And now it's flipped out to center ice. And back Salmon Arms, Jeff Kenny couldn't corral at the Vees blue line, and Serratori rolls it back to the Salmon Arm side of center. Barney plays pass with Fagerheim in his own zone. As they try to break out, Amatia causing problems on the forecheck here. As he's right at the back of Barney, who shakes him off at center. Chips it back on right wing. Anderson again out there, making a move to the circle, and the backhander stopped by Miska from the right wing. He'll hang on with 4:32 to go. Time check brought to you by the UPS store.
Well, Silverbacks again, just shots from the outside, not really going to do anything as Miska easily clubs that and holds it. There you go, 3,002 people here. That's a pretty decent crowd to get with 3,000 people.
There you go. Draw right circle in the V zone. Big crowd here tonight. 4:32 to go. Anderson against Benoit. Benoit wins it back. Rigas on the reverse behind his net, goes up the right wing boards here. And McClure does punch it out to center ice. Anderson met that at center. Goes across to Brendan Kennedy between the benches. Pumps it back in around the boards from the right wing. Goes all the way here on the left side. McClure finds it again, lobs it to center. Just gloved down by Fagerheim, but a hand pass now as Smith touches it. With 4:09 left. Time check brought to you by the UPS store. The Vees are holding on to this lead here. Salmon Arm is pressing a bit, but as you mentioned, the Vees doing a good job of keeping it to the outside.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of a scramble in the first period with the Vees in the defensive zone. Second period got a little bit better, but there were still little airy moments there where, you know, as they, well, especially for us, we were kind of little hairy moments that we were wondering what was going to happen. And now the third period, the Vees have done a really good job at defensively shutting things down and clamping down.
Off that face-off at center, falls back to Rigas in the zone with under 4 to go. He'll flip it right back to center. Alford goes to the Salmon Arm line. Now he picks it off from McCaskill, moving into the right circle from his knees. Can't shoot it on goal as he was impeded there by Brendan Kennedy.
Great toe drag by Alford, though.
And back to the way, Salmon Arms Anderson chips it back in on left wing. Off the body, Rigas from behind his net reverses the far side on the right wing. Saratori can't clear. Plesha took it away from him. Trying to move to the middle. He's held up by Alford and one-handed out to the center by Saratori with 3.5 to go. And now Saratori at the Salmon Arm bench stripped Smith of it, knifes it back inside the Silverbacks end. Fox, stretch pass left wing at center. Plesha lays it back into the left circle. Rigas finds it off the stanchion. Jets back to the middle of the ice at center and rolls back on the Salmon Arm left wing. McClure finds it first on the foot race in the circle. Drops it off for Benoit. He'll go back to the point. McClure broke his stick now, so he goes back to the bench. Stojkovic lays it back on the wall. And Cooper met there on a hit in the left side by Marsh. Stojkovic holds it down low, puts it back behind the net. Barney knocks it down, though, against Benoit and gets away from him. Barney to the blue line. McColgan, nice play there to knock down the puck and plays it to the middle, but Fox takes it back behind his net. Reversing around, Pirog cuts it off. Look out, throws it on net. And Redmond's there to cover it up on the sharp angle up. The Vees are aggressive and creating turnovers with 2:41 to go.
Yeah, close play there as the Vees do a great job at keeping the puck at the Salmon Arms end. And one of the most effective ways to keep this game a 2-1 Vees lead is to keep the play in the offensive zone. And Vees do a great job of cycling play with that first line. Really all you need right now is to have cycles along the boards and keep the puck away from the Silverbacks.
2:41 to go. Time check brought to you by the UPS store. It's still a 2-1 lead for the Vees. Airy moments here now. Under 3 minutes to go. Everybody on pins and needles. Salmon Arm won the face-off, though, in their own zone, reversing it quickly to center on right wing, but Jeff Kennedy couldn't dump it in. It's thrown from the Vees blue line by Beauvais to Pirog. He'll knife it back in around the boards and back behind the Salmon Arm goal. And now it's Kennedy reversing on the left side for Farney. Tipped it out to center. And chipped back in deep by Jewell to the Vees left corner. Hilderman after it, gets double teamed, but puts it on the wall to Pirog. He'll chip it past Brendan Kennedy to center ice. Foot race for it, but getting there first is Fagerheim. He'll play it ahead to Jewell on left wing. Puts it to the middle of the net. Kicked away by Miska to the right corner. Kennedy pinching in low. Brendan, that is, trying to throw it to the net off of Vees, sticking up and out of play on the near side as it deflected across the zone and hung up on the netting and hangs there still. 2:01 to go. Face-off staying in the Vees zone.
See what the Vees do here. We'll also see what Angus Redmond does. He's out at the top of his crease right now. I would imagine if Salmon Arm wins this draw, you know, you got nothing to lose if you're Troy Nick. You might as well pull Redmond early to see if you can get a goal earlier in the game than you would normally.
Draw in the right circle, goes to the side of the net as Roberts pushed it ahead. Now he pins it on the end wall with 1:55 to go. Redmond stays in his net, but it's put back to McCaskill at the right point. In the right circle, Plesha shot blocked off a stick of Delphi in the left corner. Amatia pins it down low. Sexton reversing to the right side off the stanchion. A favorable balance. Blomley. They have a 3-on-2 at center. Just chips it around McCaskill. Smart play in deep. Delphi behind the net. Just taps it further more, and it rolls in the right corner with 1:31 to go. But Seven Arm comes up with it. Roberts on his left wing. Drops it off back at his blue line. Plesha makes a move around Siratori at center. On right wing now. Chip back in by Marsh. He'll race after it in the right corner. He'll chip it behind the net. Amatia meets it there. Up the dasher. Siratori can't clear. McCaskill pinned it, but now it's away from him, and Amatia in the second effort gets it out to center with 70 seconds left.
He's been getting some favorable bounces off those stanchions and dashers.
And now Fagerheim reels in a pass at center as Seminarm was changing, but his pass ahead was intercepted. And Stoybush knocks it in deep with 1 minute to go, and the Vees lead it 2-1. There goes Redmond to the bench as it's led out to center ice by McCaskill. Dumps it in on left wing. The 6-on-5. Miska out of his net, plays it in the right corner. Cut off by Anderson on the right goal line, puts it in the net. Spinning and firing was Gillies, but blocked, and in the right corner it goes. Anderson has it to the net. They scored! Tipped in. Looked like Gillies maybe went off Beauvais, who went down to block it. And with 36 seconds to go, Seminar has tied it.
Can't get any more dramatic than this. Centering pass from Evan Anderson. I think it may have tipped off Beauvais by the way the puck went into the net. It didn't look like a tip off of Gillies' stick as Backs do a good job in cramming the front of the goal, and the Vees can't contain them. And I think this one will be Evan Anderson's goal as he threw it on from the corner, hoping that it would hit something. Well, it did. I think it hit Beauvais' skate and went in.
Can't tell from the replay they're showing at center ice. Should be 19:23 the time of that goal. What a huge one for Salmon Arm. 21st of the year for Anderson. 6-on-5 works, and they catch a break. Now it's 2-2 and 24 seconds left, but Sexton out to blue end to Benoit. At center from McClure on right wing, coming back in. Benoit in front. Backhander couldn't get it to the net. That was just blocked by the defender there. And that was Brendan Kennedy, or was it Blake Fox? 10 seconds left. Puck on the right wall. Gillies throws it out to center. On the right wing, and now through the middle for Anderson. 4 seconds left. Kick saved by Miska on the shot from the slot. And we'll have overtime here as the buzzer goes. And it will be Anderson getting the goal, his 21st of the year, from Smith and Jewell at 19:23. There you go. That's the whistle to end this third period. The Vees were 37 seconds away from a division title. Now we'll play overtime. We'll take a 30-second break. We're back after this. Welcome back as we just continue this 2-minute break. It's winding down to get set for overtime. Anderson officially his 21st at 19:23. He scored last night, scores a tying goal here, net empty off the skate of Beauvais as he threw it to the net from the right wing corner. Smith and Jewell get the assist. So Landon Smith now has 83 points. 19:23, the Vees are that close for a division title.
Yeah, they were, and you got to credit Salmon Arm battling back hard in this period to get the extra man with Redmond going to the goal. And
just have 9 regulars in the lineup, and that's what they've been playing basically this whole game, with Dexter Robinson sprinkled in here and there in the AP.
Yeah, exactly, and we're going to see some tired players out there for the Silverbacks, and if the Vees are able to pull this win out, what better place to do it than in overtime at home to win the division. But it's also scary because one mistake could lead to you possibly losing the division.
Yeah, 5 minutes of 4-on-4 if you have no winner. It's 5 minutes of 3-on-3. Vees 2 wins, 2 ties, 4 losses in overtime. Salmon Arm 3 wins, 1 tie, 7 losses. Salmon Arm has won in overtime against the Vees this year. In this building, Landon Smith scored the overtime winner. Vees left to right, 4-on-4. Alford, Cooper, Sexton, and Rigas to start. Salmon Arm right to left. It's Smith, Anderson, McCaskill, and it's going to be Gillies playing a defensive position as it's shot in from center by Alford. Puck on the right wing corner. Cooper after it quickly behind the net. Cooper behind the goal. On the right goal line. Back left point on the backhand. Sexton gets it. But it played in front. Anderson blocks it. Stretch pass at center. Smith in on right wing. To the right circle. Trying to go to the goal. Angled off by Sexton, who comes back nicely for the Vees there. And now the puck's turned over in the high slot, so Anderson has it. Back on the wall for Gillies. They're playing 3 forwards out here, but Rye gets the left goal line, will reverse.
Well, if you're Salmon Arm, you got nothing to lose. You might as well do that.
Cooper finds that reverse pass to the middle at center for Rigas. End of his shift. He crosses the blue line. Fry gets in the left circle, going to the net here. In front, jumps just over the stick of Alford, who had a chance. Now he gets it back in the high slot as McClure intercepted McCaskill. And now Alford wheels into the right wing corner. Back to the point to Hildeman. Couldn't take it on his backhand. He tried to skate on his forehand, and that rolls past him and down the ice. 1:07 gone in overtime. Hildeman back around his net, coming out on his right wing side. 4-on-4 overtime. Rink-wide pass on left wing. Out of the reach of McClure. Slapped down the ice by Brendan Kennedy. And that's an icing call here against Salmon Arms, as that puck did not touch the net for Hunter Miska.
As the backs again decide to go with two defensemen now, with Farney and Kennedy out there, and also Jewel and Roberts out as forwards. And it looks like McClure, Benoit, Hilderman, and Beauvais, the four that Fred Harbison has decided to use with the East.
Face off left circle. Benoit wins it. Comes to the slot. McClure scores! The captain wins it. Blocker side. And for the third straight year, the Vees are Interior Division regular season pennant winners. The third time in franchise history, the Vees have won the division 3 times in a row. 1984 through 1986 as the Knights, 2006 through 2008, and now 2011 or 2012 through 2014 Interior Division pennant winners. Time of the goal for the Vees, 1:23. Brad McClure, blocker side, right off the face-off in the slot. Low shot. He gets the goal. Here we go.
Brought to you by Justin White of Edward Jones Investments. His 31st of the season, scored by number 89, Brad McClure. Assist to number 23, Eric Benoit. Time of the goal, 1 minute 23 seconds of sudden death overtime. McClure, his 41st of the season from Benoit at 1:23.